Hi there. Welcome to Bible/Chat. Jason, hello.
Hey.
Scoot over here so we can see you more clearly in the camera, Jason. We see you, and we see also the folding chairs back there. Yeah, nice. How are you?
Good.
Good. Always nice to have you on the podcast.
Yes.
Are you excited to be here?
No.
Every time,
I-
Jason, it's like torture.
Are you excited to be?
I'm excited to be with you. You're my dear friend,
Oh.
as you know, and also a very smart person.
Now I feel bad.
You can help me. You should feel bad. The whole goal of this was your guilt. No, I'm just kidding.
First on one night. Okay.
Boom.
All right.
Okay, so
No.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing some baptisms at church.
Yeah.
And so I had a question. A few of the people being baptized are being rebaptized.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is ask two questions here. One is, what are your thoughts on being baptized a second time?
Yeah.
For various reasons.
Yeah.
And then what are cases when you would advise that? And then what are maybe
Ooh.
some potential, what's the right word, theological missteps when it comes to
Ooh.
second baptism or being rebaptized?
This does come up a lot. I don't. It's interesting. Kind of like I wonder why, but anyway, it does come up a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
actually,
totally.
more than we think.
Before you
yeah.
start, were you baptized twice?
I was.
Okay.
Now the reason, and this will lead into this.
Yeah, yeah.
actually. So the reason I got rebaptized was because I was sprinkled or effused,
Effused. Okay.
but later on in life.
Okay.
So not as an infant.
Okay.
I was not born into a Presbyterian family.
Okay.
Or
So you were not infant baptized.
No.
You were effused.
Believer.
sprinkled, believer.
But then I'm going into ministry.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
And then I'm dunking.
Don't hit the table.
I know.
Oh,
sorry.
You're getting excited about this.
Then I'm dunking people.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I've never been dunked.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just a little odd. It wasn't like I felt like I was violating my conscience.
No.
But it just felt weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt a little bit off.
I'm telling people to do this, but
You
then
should get dunked. I've never done it.
never
I hear it's great.
experienced it myself.
Yeah.
It's like telling people, go read your, you should read through the whole Bible, but then you've never done
You've
it.
never actually read through it. Yeah.
And this is, definitely a definite command,
Yeah, yeah.
however, of Christ. And so I just felt like, especially in ministry,
Yeah.
like it would be, I think, proper
Yeah.
to go
Totally.
through
Yeah.
it. So that was my thinking behind
That's
it.
helpful. Yeah.
And
That's
it was
great.
kind of bothering me. I didn't feel like I was sinning, but it was just sort of nagging
Yeah. Bothering
on
your
my conscience.
Okay.
Yeah, in that
Helpful.
sense.
So even that language is super helpful. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go
Yeah.
back. I'm sorry. I
Good
didn't mean
question,
to
original. No,
derail you.
no. Yeah.
So should people be baptized a second time? Obviously, you would
Yeah.
say yes.
Yeah, in
then-
certain cases,
Yeah.
you should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the main case would be if you were baptized as an unbeliever,
Okay.
whatever that age was.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't matter. So if you were not a believer, I would say go get baptized. Because I
Mm.
think in that case, your first baptism, like God doesn't see that as
It's
baptism.
like a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a ritual you went through. But whether you were an infant or you were 25 years old, but actually an unbeliever,
Yeah.
it doesn't count.
It doesn't count in
Yeah.
terms of obeying Christ's command
Yeah.
to be baptized.
Yeah, right? For those who believe in Him.
Believe.
Yeah, who actually profess saving faith, have genuine faith in Christ. Yeah.
Totally. Okay.
So that would be the stipulation.
So in whatever capacity you were as an
Wow.
unbeliever,
Well,
whatever age, whatever situation,
matter.
whatever you thought at that time, even
yeah,
when you've come to true faith in Christ,
Yeah.
you would say the Bible would command us to be baptized.
I
a
believe
second
so.
time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there times when we would say like, that's maybe a theological misstep to be baptized a second time?
Yeah. So, I mean, this is where you get into the debates of like, what if you were sprinkled as an adult,
Yeah.
or as a believer?
Yeah, yeah.
You were 14 and you were genuinely saved, or 24,
Yeah, yeah.
genuinely saved. I don't think it's and that's where like the mode issue becomes, I think, more debatable.
Mm.
Like, should you get rebaptized because now you should get dunked?
Yeah.
That'd be my situation.
Yeah.
And others that we know
Yeah.
that have been sprinkled or refused. And I would say, I think that's a conscience issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like myself, if you want to go through with it and you feel like I can't, I have to,
Yeah.
then, talk to your elders and
Mm.
see what's going on in your heart.
Yeah.
And then as the Lord leads, go through with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Don't sit there in kind of like this torment.
Yeah. Live in like that mental. Yeah.
Or distress or anguish. Yeah.
Totally.
So I would say that. I would never like mandate someone to get rebaptized.
Yeah.
For
form issues.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's also issues where this has come up where the pastor that baptized you
Yeah.
denies the faith later
Yeah,
on.
Totally.
That has happened.
Yeah.
And so then people ask, do I have to get rebaptized because did that count?
Yeah.
This was like an issue in the early church too, right? Like lapsed
Yeah.
like pastors who recanted
Yeah. Yeah.
under persecution, and then they are like readmitted,
Hmm.
and so believers are like, wait a minute,
Hold on.
you know,
Yeah.
do I have
Yeah.
to?
Do I?
was
Did that count? Did it stick?
yeah, was
Yeah.
all of that a fraud? Like what I learned,
Mm.
what I professed, etc. And I would say no.
Yeah.
Like it's actually not about the pastor.
Yeah.
The rite itself or the ordinance is about Christ.
Yeah.
You know, and He commanded it, and like who performs it or whatever. At that time, as best as you knew,
Yeah. Totally.
this man was a pastor or
Yeah.
whoever it was. It was a man of God,
Mm.
and you, in good faith and conscience, went through with it under him or with him because
Yeah.
that's what you knew. You go on
Totally.
the evidence that's presented to you at that time, and we would not like we wouldn't mandate. Okay,
Yeah.
well, it looks like he fell away,
Yeah. Yeah.
so now go back and
Go back and redo. Yeah.
yeah.
Someone who's
That
more
makes
faithful.
sense.
Yeah. Totally. That makes great sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So then. Okay.
I
So
don't
then.
know if there's other
What was that?
issue. I don't know if there's other issues.
There's kind of a follow-up issue that
Oh,
comes
okay.
up there. So then, what about like people who lately, you see people who do, they're getting rebaptized for like spiritual awakening purposes.
Oh, like a second baptism?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
oh yeah,
second
yeah,
Or multiple baptisms. Would you?
yeah.
What would you say to those people?
yeah. Not to be controversial.
No, it's okay. We're
People
gonna
listening to this are like,
just gonna be controversial.
I know. This is where fear of man is dealt with.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say
You
that yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Okay.
I think baptism is an initiatory rite
Okay.
into, not into, sorry,
Yeah.
it's an outward symbol
Yeah.
of what's happened on the inside. You are
Correct.
born again,
Yeah.
go through baptism as an outward reflection of the inward
Yeah.
reality, right?
And the identification with Christ.
Exactly. Identification with Christ, church,
So it's an act of obedience.
active obedience to Christ, initiatory rite where not that you get saved through it, but it's sort of like it's like that first point of like, okay, now I profess Christ, I'm part of the church.
Yeah.
Or like a entrance into the church type of a thing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And so to do that for any other reason,
Yeah.
then like what's the point of baptism?
Yeah.
And I think that's a misinterpretation,
Yeah. Like a
distortion.
misunderstanding of
Mhm.
baptism itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
That's
you're,
super
you're making it mean something that I think biblically it doesn't mean.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super helpful. Okay. I actually have another question, but maybe we'll do another video later.
Okay.
So yeah, this is very, very helpful, Jason. I appreciate it.
Stop.
No, you're so
Stop.
just so passive.
Does this get cut out?
It makes my heart warm. No, all of this is here.
Oh,
We're gonna
no.
put this on the internet.
Why is this on
Anyway.
video?
All right. Well, we thank you for watching or
Thank you.
listening. Stop you. If you have questions on this or anything else, you can always email us at info@faithbibleoc.org.
Bye.